What is happening, YouTube? It's your boy Zeri from Zeri's Mobile Gaming back at you today on a early Sunday morning to talk to you about the next character in the Ember Legendary installment, and that character is Kelrian. He's up on the screen right now, and a couple of things I got to get out of the way about Kelrian is one, Kelrian is an elf, pointing out the obvious, and a defender. So he is the tank for this team. There is nothing flashy or special about Kalrian. So before we jump into Kalrian, I just want to take a second and thank everybody out there, all the subscribers, all of the new subscribers. I just wanted to say thank you very much for being so supportive of the channel. At the time I'm making this, we are at like 118 subscribers, shooting for that next goal of 150. Thank you all, and for all you new subscribers, welcome to the family. If you haven't seen the other two installments, I have done Sharp and I've done Aurelia. Right up there, there'll be the card, shameless plug time, of a playlist that I created for the Ember Legendary event, so you can check those out. If you haven't subscribed yet, click that button down in the lower right hand corner. Looks like the little YouTube logo. Click that, subscribe, so you don't miss a thing. So let's get into Kelrian. So when it comes to Kelrian, like I was saying, he is just your basic tank. There isn't anything really abundantly special about him, but he is going to be vital for the success of this Ember event. So there are some things we should point out for Kelrian that could be a detriment or a help to you. I'm going to say it again, and I say it in all the videos. We'll be running a Nighteel lead, which improves accuracy and restores health off of critical chance. Also, we all know the stipulations for the event: level 60, gear level 7 plus, runes at level 16, abilities at 6, and of course 5-star. So looking at my Kelrian, he is a level 60, he is not yet 5-star, and his gear is level 6. His runes I have not optimized yet. So when you think of your tank needs survivability. But under the Nighteel lead, he's going to need critical chance. But what I wanted to show you over on the side, that's kind of why I moved myself and I'm blocking Kelrian at the moment, is because he already has 12,000 health. And remember, when you are healed under the Nighteel lead, you are healed off of your health, not Nighteel's. Health becomes a primary focus for me. His speed is at a 110. You don't want your tank to be blazing fast, but at the same time, you don't want your tank to go after the whole other team goes. So that could potentially be an issue when dealing with Kelrian. His first ability is called Cutting Blade. It deals 100% physical damage to an enemy. Nothing crazy. Now at level 6, you deal 180% physical damage to an enemy, and you're guaranteed to land a critical hit on the lowest health target. That's the only other thing that gets added to this ability. Getting this to level 6 is not a top priority for me because we don't know who we're going to be facing in the Ember event. But chances are they're more than likely going to be a tank up, and that means that is not your lowest health enemy for a good quarter of your fight. Second ability, Dual Challenge. Gains taunt and tenacity increase for 2 turns and removes 1 debuff. This is a very good taunting mechanism. You lose a turn essentially when you go to taunt. This does not lose a turn. Putting tenacity up on yourself, which is big, that can take tenacity down on the pecking order for secondary stats on runes. And then you're cleansing himself. My goal is to get this to level 5. Uses this ability. He gains taunt, tenacity increase for 2 turns. He removes 2 buffs, and he recovers 15% of his health. Reading this description, health is going to be very important for Kelrian. Move 3, Glaive Throw. Glaive Throw is his AoE ability. It deals 110% damage to all enemies, a 30% chance to inflict a armor decrease for 2 turns. What is good about this ability is you're not looking for it to do damage, you're looking for it to apply that armor decrease, so your damage dealers can do the damage. I would really like to get this to level 5, but level 4 isn't bad. Level 4 reads that it deals 135% of physical damage with a 50% chance to inflict an armor decrease for 2 turns. And in his 4th move, we have his Magic Immunity passive ability, and what that does is it increases his magic armor by 10%. Now this ability doesn't change all that dramatically until you hit level 6, where he gains 25% magic armor increase plus 5% for each living elf in the party. Again, we don't know who we're facing, so I'm in no rush to bump this up. I will probably take it to level 4, where I get a 15% increase and stop it there. What did we learn about him reading his abilities? We learned, number one, he's a tank and he needs health. He heals himself not only off a Nightingale's lead based on his health, but he also restores his own health based on his health. Man, that's a lot of health. Jumping into Kelrian's runes here, what did we learn from his moveset? We learned that obviously damage is important, because everything's based off his physical damage. We learned health is important. Prioritizing primary stats on runes, for me, the way I'm going to go is I want tenacity, because we don't even have a foe tank in this team to help take and mitigate some of the damage he is going to receive. The only other primary stat I am going to worry about is, as I mentioned earlier, is speed. Hopefully, if we put the speed rune on with the primary for the northeastern rune, that'll cover us enough to not have to worry about speeds as a secondary stat. It'll just give him just a touch more speed to make sure that he's not losing his taunt too quick, but he's going before the enemy. The way I'm going to prioritize his secondary stats are as follows. I'll be looking for more health, damage, critical chance to heal himself off the Nightingale lead, and tenacity. So in the northern rune, we can only have damage as the primary, so we're looking to maximize those stats of health, tenacity, damage, critical chance. Like we talked about earlier, the northeastern rune, I'm going to put a speed primary in here. The southeastern rune, we can only have armor, but that increases his survivability, so you want to maximize the stats. The southern rune, I would preferably like a health primary here, but this mod I'm okay with keeping right now because it is built for a tank. It has armor, shield, armor on it. I would like some health in there, possibly for one of those armors, but if I don't get anything else I like, I'm okay keeping this rune where it is right now. Southwestern rune, again, I would prefer health primary in there, but again, this is kind of built for a tank. As you get shield to increase your survivability, you get 2 things of health, little damage to help out his overall physical damage, and potency, which you really don't need, but the first 3 are very good. Northwestern rune, I wanted tenacity, and this rune is perfect for what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm giving him 17% tenacity, I'm giving him a bump in his armor to increase his survivability, I'm getting a little more damage on him to help the physical damage, and then I'm putting more health on him, which will only benefit his healing. So what I'm going to be running on the rune word set is I am going to be running a tenacity set, which is a 2 set, which will give him an extra 15% tenacity, and then I'll be running 2 health runes, which will give him an extra 20% health, again increasing his healing under the leadership and his second ability. That's what I got for everybody on Kalrian. There isn't really much to talk about. Just remember he is a generic bland tank and you just want him to survive. Let me know down below if you think I'm going the wrong direction with the runes, you think I'm undervaluing a certain ability. Once again, thank you all out there for making this an amazing experience. I look forward to the journey every single day. So thanks for taking it with me. Be safe. Enjoy your week. Thanksgiving's coming up for all you people that celebrate it. Look forward to that. Short work week. Woohoo! I'm out.